tabletopaudio.com for the...
DM, we can't argue with him.
I'm fading out of existence.
No! Thanos clicked his fingers.
Alright, so lower the audio down so people can hear me talk but still hear something in the background, which is awesome. And we're still waiting on Annie. But I have messaged him. Hopefully he'll get that and realise that today is in fact Wednesday. And yeah, so this is session number 2 for Morning Glory. And I think last game we had a very good time with the role playing and then the dungeon, and I got a lot of feedback from people who watched. Majority of it was very, very good feedback. There were a couple who weren't used to seeing so much role playing and weren't really sure about that. One of the suggestions I got was encourage the role playing, but maybe limit it to when it's on your turn during encounters.
Which we like the chat role playing.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's different when you're in. It's different when you're in a dungeon, I guess. Like if there's enemies about, maybe wait till your turn, I think is the idea. Having said that, I'll always go off the rule of cool. If it's going to work and be entertaining, then by all means shout it out.
I don't think we did anything too disruptive last session.
No, we didn't. No. It was just opinions that were given, and my advice is carry on. But if it's like a little bit too meta, wait till your turn.
Oh, so no meta advice.
Like, don't say, you should cast this spell when it's not your turn. You let that player come to that conclusion by their own, I suppose.
Did I do that?
Did anyone do that?
I don't know, but that's the feedback I got. So there we have it. That's the feedback. The YouTube video hasn't been watched yet, but I mean, I haven't really advertised it yet. Hopefully you guys are all telling your friends, hey, check out this stream. It's pretty awesome. We're already up to 9 viewers, which is good. I've lowered my live viewer threshold before doing giveaways. And that's now just going to be 20 at this stage, because 25 for some reason is just fucking impossible. So 20 it is, and we'll go from there. Do any of you guys, the players, have anything to say while we wait for Annie? Anything you wish to add, or?
Welcome to the show. That's it. That's all I got.
Bunny, anything from you?
Not really. I mean, like, I have thoughts on the whole, like, RPing in a dungeon situation. Because I feel like if you kind of only roleplay, like, on your turn, then you end up with, like, people not reacting or acknowledging when things are going on, right?
Yep, no, I understand that.
Kind of
like I said, if you feel like it should be known or whatnot, shout it out. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about it in terms of like an interactive thing, because a lot of people, like, if they're not like making sure that they're also doing stuff and they're staying like mentally invested in what's going on, then they tend to tune out, and it makes the turns take a lot longer than if they were present the whole time.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's good. What about you?
Like, I would get it if we were like licking poles or whatever, like, slapping each other, but that's not what's going on.
No, I think we had a great time personally. I was just sharing the feedback that we got while we wait for Annie, who doesn't even look like he's online at the moment, but we will.
Also, I thought
something out.
A large part of this stream was that it was going to be a bit more roleplay.
It is,
heavy.
yes, and I want the role play, absolutely. I guess keep the role playing up.
Like, if we're restricted to role playing on our turns, it might feel a bit.
No, it's not. Don't take that away from this. This is just
I know, but like,
sharing the feedback.
It's like
greetings,
it was just like within our turn. Oh, yes, time.
Okay. Yeah. No. Role play. That's what I want and I love. I think it's more like things like if someone it comes to someone's turn and you're like, you should do this because that would benefit me. That is what I'm talking about.
Well, I can understand that if it's out of character, but if it's like the character screaming for help, then
Yep. Exactly. Like I said, if you think it's appropriate, you go for it. I'm not getting up anyone. I'm simply sharing the feedback we got. So
Just a little confused why that was feedback, because I don't remember anyone doing that last session.
did I do something wrong?
no one did anything wrong. It's a just something that I got. It was mentioned to me. So we'll move on anyway because I think you guys did an excellent job and keep it up. There have been a couple other tiny changes. Number one, when people subscribe, they now get special icons. If you look at Twitch chat at the moment, you'll see Rulvis has a D6 next to his name. The longer they subscribe,
Ooh,
the bigger the die gets,
lovely.
which is really cool. Midnight coloured those in for us and sized them, and they're really quite nice. I do like them. And on that note, Midnight, I've started a GoFundMe for Midnight. It'll come up in the chat bot very soon, I'm sure. His poor dog Maddie needs, well, surgery. She's got to have a leg removed. And if anyone is able to help out, please do so. Any donations we get during tonight's game are all going towards this to help out a mate. And we all know it sucks when you lose a pet, so we don't want that to happen. She's still got years in her. So if you can, please donate. You don't have to, obviously, but it is certainly appreciated. I'll just type a filling line, and hopefully that will get the chatbot to pop it in there very shortly. Second line. Come on, chatbot, work. And he's just messaged me, running late from work. He's home now. He'll be on very shortly.
Thank God.
Third line. Come on, chatbot. Better make sure I actually ticked it to be on. Why, hello.
Annie!
Hello and apologies all.
That's all good.
No harm done. Good to hear you.
I got kept in
Okay.
after school.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. We know what it's like. I do, however, need to make sure... Aha! It is done. Excellent.
What's Amazon Blacksmith?
That's a thing that Twitch have, where if you buy things through that, I get a cut of that. It's something that I enabled a bit over a week ago to see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, great. I don't know why this chatbot's not posting this yet, but I assure you it will. It is set up. So we'll just wait for Annie to log in. And once again, any donations we get tonight are going towards helping Midnight's dog. We want to save her, if we can.
Or at least just help.
Or at least just help. Yeah. So far, actually, I can tell you how much we've raised on GoFundMe. I'll just refresh it. Have raised, when it loads, thanks Australian Internet, $120. And we've
Playing
had 14 shares on Facebook as well. So
Playing
that's all
D&D
really
to save puppies, guys. What could be better?
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. Still not sure why the chatbot's not popping it up, but it says that it will. Oh, and I learned something new about Fantasy Grounds today. For anyone DMing with it, if you need to... I'll show you an example. If we move the map here, and we go mask, and we remove some of the mask, if you hold Control and Shift while in masking mode, you can remask portions of it in freehand, which I was unaware of until this afternoon. So Control and Shift, freehand remasking. All right, well, let's get into it once Annie has
I'm here.
selected the character.
Thank you, thank you.
Excellent.
And apologies to all and sundry.
That's all right. We figured something must have been up since we didn't get a message, so it's not a problem at all. Okay, do you have any feedback from last week's game, Annie?
Oh, I enjoyed it immensely.
Excellent. I think we all did. There was a little bit of confusion just before. When you watch the replay later on, you'll hear the discussion. It's not terribly important. Do as you've been doing. So let's do a recap. Who wants to do that?
Well, if no one else will, I will.
Go for it, Yuri.
Just as closely as I followed, we went to a bar in Waterdeep. It had a hole in it to another world. This is what Francis picked up.
Yep.
Big, strong paladin guy spoke to man, got job. We went job, find apple. We had to find an apple, correct?
Yes.
Golden apples. Ooh. We followed that to the town of... My notes are empty.
Oakhurst.
Okay. While we were there, it turned out that the apples were going to take a while to bloom, blossom, pick.
A few days or so, yeah.
A few days or so. In the meantime, we went to the bar, got a new job. Some guy had a magic weapon, and we went to go find him / take the weapon.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So Bradford with Shadow Spike
Yeah.
in the Sunless Citadel.
Yeah, well, this place is certainly a citadel, and it's certainly sunless.
So we went down to a cavern. There was some rats, killed them. There was some skeletons, killed them too. There was a lot of traps in this place. It was real spooky. We were walking around. Franz had an out-of-body experience and attacked Falmagast. And that's us pretty much brought up to speed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You did forget to mention the... Oh, there goes the links for the GoFundMe. So if you can, help us save Maddie. The dragon door wasn't mentioned, though. You guys remember she opened the door and said, dragon?
Yes. There was a dragon door. The little girl played tricks. Everyone got scared.
But it was entertaining. So, you guys have just defeated the 2 Steam Mephits, and I'm just going to make sure I did award XP for that, which turns out I didn't, so I will do that now.
Ooh.
Have a little bit of XP, everyone.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Yay! It's getting closer to leveling you up. So the room that you fought the Mephits in was, well, the door for starters was described as having a stone relief carving of a dragon-like fish swimming, and in the room there was an upright keg fashioned of rusted iron. Rusted pipes lead from the keg into the floor, and when you accidentally broke that keg, some Mephits came out and there was some fighting, and I think we called it about there from memory.
Yeah, once we doffed them off.
Okay, yep. So, you guys have killed them. You guys are a little bit wounded. What are you going to do at this stage?
Well, that was very odd, yeah. Is everyone alright?
No.
Franz is gonna sheep his falchion and be a little bit weird about it because he feels like he's done something bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at him quizzically and say, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm wonderful.
So Thormagast, what was that?
Thormagast channeled some energy from Lathander and cast Cure on Sophie to heal her of wounds, ignoring his own ailments. There you go, Sophie, he says heroically. You'll be right now.
She looks at him and she's like starts tearing up at his selfless behavior. And this is like the first time that she's actually gonna kind of start taking his light of the morning glory nonsense a little bit more seriously because of his selflessness.
Excellent. And Jeebus just donated $69. Thank you, Lord Jeebus. That is going to help save Maddie.
Bless him.
Thank you very much. So let's continue.
Well, let's not reflect too hardly on what might or might not have happened. Let's move on, yeah?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, indeed. Forgive me if I stay near the rear.
Are you out of healing spells, Herr Fermagast?
Yes, I am, but we shall continue on nonetheless.
Well,
Would you like to take a short break?
Nope. Lathander will be my spirit. He will guide us all. Onwards!
can't
Onwards,
argue
alright.
with that, yeah. I know it's not my turn, but I would like to take a point.
Well, it's about to be. France.
There we go. I'm going to move forward, and then
Yep.
I'm going to try that door.
That door
There's
there.
also a door behind Sophie.
There is a door above Sophie as well, yes.
Do we really want to open every single door, though?
Up to you.
Yeah. Because if the further we go in without checking behind us, the more likely we're gonna have spooky surprises, you know, like stone dragons.
That's very smart, little girl. I go and open that door.
Okay. So
Sophie's
you open.
gonna move out of the way.
You throw.
please.
Yes. You throw the door open, revealing an empty room, and it reads, "This ruined chamber stands empty of all but a litter of rocky debris."
Oh my god! It's completely empty. It's this one!
Alright, now we're going to have a bit of fun.
We should make a mark so that we remember that this room is pretty safe, yeah? In case we need to, you know, regroup and take a break. So if we get scattered up, we should meet back here.
Yeah, do you have anything to do it with?
No?
Fuck, do I have anything to do with it?
Or a lot of chalk.
Well, you could always remember that the door opposite it has the carving of the swimming dragonfish thing.
Ah, mental chalk. I like it.
I'll throw that in the chat for you, so if you need to copy it.
Tell you what, no, I'm gonna take a sharpened wooden stake out of my inventory and nail it into the front of the door on that room.
Yep. Okay. So, when you look through this doorway, you open it up. You can see it's quite large and there are some features in there, but it reads, "Crudely executed symbols and glyphs, scribed in bright green dye, decorate this large and irregularly shaped crumbling chamber. A large pit in the center shows evidence of a recent fire. A metallic cage in the middle of the southern wall contains a gaping hole and stands empty."
Did you say that the walls were covered in writing?
There it is. A small wooden bench draped with green cloth is next to the cage, and several small objects rest on it. A bedroll lies near the wooden bench, and the sound of whimpering comes from inside it.
Well, I'm gonna head 10 in, but I think that's all my movement. In fact, I think that might be slightly over my movement. I think I only have 5 in.
Oof, we have a redemption, by the way. Let me bring that up. History unfulfilled. Got it. Oh, there has been one more change to the wild magic system, guys, that the players should be aware of. What happens now is one of the viewers will purchase a wild magic surge. They then choose a player, or a player character, I should say. And then on that character's next Nat 1, Nat 10, or Nat 20 is when the wild magic surge will happen.
Okay.
That way there's no more tricky triggers that were a real chore for me to chase.
Ah.
Makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Lord Jeebus, the mighty deity, just purchased inspiration for Bunny.
Bless you.
Yay, thank you.
So, Sophie, that brings you up to 2 inspirations. All right,
If
so
my
you
rules are anything like last week, I'll need it.
just remember you can only use an inspiration once per round, which is fair enough, I think. All right, so Franz, you've entered there, and I'll put the second part of the chat in there, but I already read that out to you. Is that all you're doing?
So the sound of whimpering comes from that?
Yes.
Okay. I've used all my movement, so I think that's all I'm doing.
Okie dokie. Sebastian.
Guess I'm gonna enter the room after Franz and hearing.
Yeah, I'll
Nope.
gesture to the. Sorry, I'll gesture to the sleeping bag.
Where I shall at the pest of Franz. I shall go check out this sleeping bag.
Okay. So as you
So,
approach,
yep.
you can clearly tell that there is someone inside it, and they are whimpering and making soft crying sounds.
Oh, so not whimpering like a dog whimpering?
No. It's like someone's crying.
Could I investigate it?
How would you do that?
Like, is there an opening or something?
It's got like a blanket over it, essentially.
So obscuring blanket. Can I tell what the size of what's underneath the blanket?
It's about the size of a child.
And I'm gonna softly speak to the huddled figure. Excuse me. What seems to be the problem?
Okay. You get the reply, go away.
All right.
Sophie.
Okay, so Sophie is going to glance at Thermagast. She's going to look back down the hall to make sure nothing's coming. And then
The door
she's
is
going
shut?
to...
You're talking about this one over here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's just making sure, no spookies popped up behind them.
Yep.
And then she's going to race indeed.
Yep, just the 15 feet.
And then she'll probably go to here and then take the dash action
Okay.
to go here, to here. And then can she see is this a door up here?
It
or
is
what's
a like a archway, I suppose.
Yeah, she's gonna just peek in a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and not seeing anything.
Not really. There's a faint glow
it
from the
seems-
embers of the fire pit in the center.
Yeah.
And the torches that are being held by Sebastian and Franz. So you can't really see too far down there.
Okay, so since she still has a bit of movement left, she'll go to about here, and then she'll just keep an eye out.
Okay, not a problem. And you can hear the whimpering coming from the bedroll as well. Thermagast.
He'll follow the party into the room, goes full movement to 30 feet there. Seeing the whimpering, he immediately furrows a brow of concern and goes, and obviously hearing some of the conversation with Sebastian, he goes, Child, it is safe. Adventurers are here to rescue. Come forth into the arms of the disciples of Lathander.
As you say that, a magical health potion appears in front of you, and you consume it immediately. Nice. That was purchased as well. I don't think I'm going to tell people.
I need to target myself in future when I do that.
No, it's all right. I can just drag that onto you. Bam. So in the event that you drop it out and don't put it on yourself, from the chat box, you can just click and drag that onto yourself or your target as needed.
Copy. Thank you, benefactor, my saint and savior Lathander. I feel refreshed.
Close. It was midnight, but close. Okay. All right. So you're all in this room. You can hear the noises coming from the sleeping bag. Someone in there is quite upset. It's a whimpering sound. Franz, your turn again.
Franz is gonna inspect all the writing around the room. Does he recognize what it means?
You can roll an investigation. Excuse me for 2 seconds. My alarm just went off. It's time for medication. I will be right back. You guys can have a quick chat about it. And don't forget, all donations tonight go towards keeping Midnight's dog healthy and happy. So be generous. Be right back.
I wonder what the glyphs mean, yeah? Honestly, this whole room looks like it's had some pretty culty shit going on.
Yeah, this entire situation just screams, "Don't touch."
Yep.
I don't know, it's a bit suspicious, but then again,
All right, I am back.
Okay, so rolling an investigation.
Yep.
You want it in a tower or openly?
No, do it publicly.
Yeah.
Nice. What languages do you know?
Deep speech and infernal.
You don't know what they say at all. You have no idea. You do notice that the metallic cage on the southern wall is very broken. Something on the larger side broke out through here.
Ah, yeah.
Yep, and that the fire pit is still warm. The coals are still like you wouldn't want to fall on them.
Is there anything in the fire pit that doesn't look like wood?
No, it looks like whatever was in there has been burnt already.
Franz nods at the cliffs around him and goes, yeah. I don't understand what anything means. And then he ends his turn.
Yep. And yes, Jeeves, yours did. Alright, Sebastian.
Could I like take some rations out of my backpack?
Well, you don't need my permission to do that.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm just asking.
I'm just answering.
Can I put it down next to the huddle where they can reach out from underneath the blanket to grab it? They're like, yeah, if you're hungry.
Okay, so you're trying to coax whatever or whoever is in this to show themselves, basically.
Yes.
Okay, alright. So you do that and you hear like a sniffling sound. And the voice says, "Meepo hungry." And a clawed, scaled hand reaches out, snatches it up, and pulls it under the blanket.
You know, that isn't actually that strange considering the setting. If you want more, I got plenty more.
Yeah, the scaled hand sticks, it comes back out like open, like ready to grab it.
Yeah, okay, I'll hand another ration.
Yep, which is taken, and you hear, sort of through the sobbing that's still happening, you hear the smacking of lips and the sound of chewing.
It would be a stretch, but would I be able to identify what this is based on the hand?
Roll a intelligence check for me. Bam! You absolutely can. You recognize that it is most likely a kobold. Fully grown.
Fully grown kobold.
Mm.
Let's see, how do I communicate that quickly? I'm close enough to Sophie, right?
Sorry, say that again?
Am I close enough to Sophie to whisper?
Yes.
Okay, I'll whisper to Sophie that there's a kobold underneath that blanket.
Alright, Sophie.
She's gonna like pause for a second. She'll whisper, "It needs the blanket." Oh, you mean under the blanket? And she'll like nod for a second. And then she's gonna take out a piece of candy and put it on the ground, like kind of close to her. She'll like make a tiny little path of candy to herself.
So putting the candy on the ground near it in the hopes that it'll take it, yes?
Yeah, she has like a little trail of candy, so it'd have to come all the way out to get the rest of it.
Ah, right, okay. Yep. And so the hand, like you hear like a sniffing, as it's a smell that the creature is not used to, clearly. And after a moment, the kobold's head sticks out as it sniffs at the candy, and the kobold is revealed. The kobold sniffs at the candy, isn't sure about it, delicately picks one up, puts it in its mouth, and his eyes widen up, and all of a sudden it looks like he's almost forgotten about his worries for the moment.
There you go. Not so bad now, little guy, huh? And
you think he's sort of smiling, but he's still teary-eyed. You also notice that he is covered in scars.
Oh no, poor thing. Yeah, she'll try to gently pat him. Like she'll kind of hold her hands out in a way that shows that she's like not aggressive and stuff. And she kind of like holds out her hand with some more candy on it, trying to like coax it closer.
Yep, not a problem. And he happily takes it, and you think he's smiling. It's hard to tell. Thormagast.
Okay,
oh, sorry. Did you have more, Sophie?
Oh, no, I was saying she was just gonna say like, okay, she was just gonna watch him while he's doing.
Yep, too easy. Thormagast.
Thorm, initially on seeing the scaled hand, takes a step back, but then when Sophie starts to engage, he sort of tentatively takes a step forward. Then he tries. You see him furrow his brow as he thinks, kobolds. I think they speak Draconic. And he says, "Hail, creature. We mean you no harm in Draconic." Thormagast speaks Draconic.
Yep, no problem. The kobold replies, "Thank you."
"Tell me your name. I am Thorm."
Meatball.
Meatball, what goes on in this place? What is the purpose of this pit and this cage and this table?
He looks at the cage and starts crying again, like sobbing, almost not hysterics, but he's quite upset. And he says, "My dragon, we lost it. The goblin stole Calcrix, my dragon."
I relay that to the party. Apparently, this is Meatball, and the goblins stole his dragon Caltrix.
No, Meatball, not Meatball.
I'm sorry, my Draconic is a little rusty.
I'll actually type that for you guys.
Oh, 2 E's.
Meatball.
So, this little Meatball wants his dragon back?
He sniffs and nods his head.
Where is your dragon, little boy, girl, whatever you are?
He gets a bit of a angry look on his face, and he goes, "Goblins, they stole him."
What direction? Can you point with your little digits?
He shakes his head.
Have no digits?
What's digits?
Your little fingies. And like wiggle my hand.
Yep. He goes, me no know where they take him.
Well, we'll keep an eye out. Do you want to come with us? We could always use more friends.
Sorry. Yes, Jeebus, they came through. One of them's already been used. Alright. Sorry. Say that again for me. I apologise. I had to tell Jeebus that it worked.
Do you want to come with us, little creature?
He looks at the cage and shakes his head. Says, no, me want my dragon back. Me miss Calcrix.
Caldrix, was it?
How do you spell that?
Calcrix.
Calcrix.
I'll type it again.
Well, party, I think we should help this little creature find his dragon, yeah?
Oh yes, sounds good. Excellent idea. What could go wrong?
Meepo, are you a good kobold? What do you need a dragon for?
The dragon belong to clan. Meepo lose dragon.
What does the clan use the dragon for?
Dragon protect. Dragon all powerful.
And what does the dragon look like?
A dragon.
Its size? Perhaps its color?
Big, very, very big.
Bigger than me? Or a horse?
Horse.
So not full grown? Do you think?
Meepo shakes his head. No.
Little baby dragons then, yeah?
Not baby. Not big.
And you say goblins courted. How many goblins do you think?
He holds out all of his fingers. Lots goblins.
And your dragon friends, this thing will not eat us, yeah, if we go and help it. Right?
He looks down at the ground and shrugs his shoulders.
That's a definite yes, friends.
Meepo, is there a word we could use with the dragon, with Calcrix, to let Calcrix know we are friends?
Meepo nods his head.
Can you tell us this word?
He goes, probably not.
What if we offer you 2 copper?
He just shakes his head.
What about 3 copper?
He just starts crying again.
Would you like this shiny bell? It's very shiny and makes a nice noise when you ring it. I'll give it to you in exchange for this pertinent information to save your friend.
He goes,
A bell.
if you make nice, you get safe passage. And he holds his hand out for the bell.
Okay, I'll give him the bell.
So,
Chuck that in
how
the
deep
body
is the
sheet.
sound of this? Like,
It's a small, like, what's that? 0.05 pounds bell, so it'll be relatively small.
yep.
Oh, tinkle, I guess.
So it's just like a little tinkling bell.
Yeah.
Like, yep. Okay, not a problem. So he tinkles it and he sort of giggles, and then he pockets it.
You got it?
And the word?
He looks around nervously, and he moves to the north and looks down the hallway. And he says, TickleCon.
Tickle con.
And he goes, shh.
Tickle con.
Only people make nice use that.
And if we were to say the secret word to your protected dragon, he will not harm us?
Again, he shrugs his shoulders.
Well then, to the best of our ability, we will retrieve your friend.
With that, he looks like he's a bit more cheerful.
Do I have any of the candies on me? Don't believe I would eat many of them. Maybe just one of them.
Mm. Well,
Like,
that's
think-
up to you guys, really.
Did Sophie give me like a couple candy?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
you would have like 2 or 3 in your pockets by now.
So I'll hand one of the candies to the kobold.
Mm-hmm. And he snatches them up and just gobbles them immediately. You hear the cracking sounds as he's chewing it. They're just like boiled lollies, yeah, Sophie?
There is a wrapper.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the candy I'm imagining she's got. Boiled lollies in wrappers. Yes, no, maybe. Sophie? We'll assume that's a yes.
They're all gobstoppers. He broke his teeth.
He looks quite satisfied. And he says, "You find Calcrix for me?"
Yeah, we will try.
Yes. Ooh, you meet Israel. She help you.
Israel?
How do you spell that?
Israel, our leader. If you make nice, I take you to her. And spelled Israel.
Then he's all wrong.
Not even how you thought it'd be spelt, was it?
Nope.
Alright, so I'll roll initiatives here so we can get this going. Sebastian, you're up. What are you going to do?
Okay, so he hasn't given us any indication where it's gone, nothing like that.
No. Because he doesn't know where it is.
Right, so we've got the 2 doors below us, and they got the corridor above us.
And the 2 doors
So-
above you as well.
Can I... Is there a way for me to peek inside the next room from the door I'm next to?
You could certainly try.
Do I have to like, roll a stealth check or something?
No, just move yourself into position and...
So I move up to the door and I guess try to peek through the cracks.
Yep. And it looks like an empty room behind it.
Okay, this one seems clear. Can I do it to another door, or is that action?
We'll let someone else have a go. Sophie.
Okay, Sophie is going to hop, skip, jump down to here and
Yep.
peek inside.
Yep, this door is sealed. You can't see through it.
She's gonna start to pull on the door handle. Is there a door handle?
There is,
assuming
and
there's
it does pull open, yes. And when she opens the door, it reveals a small... let me just redo that. Small passageway. And the room is filled with rats. There's like a swarm of rats, and they appear to be trapped. There's a small half barrier that's preventing the rats from easily escaping whenever the door is opened.
She like screams and slams the door shut.
Meepo giggles. Dragon chow.
What is it? What's wrong?
Just found the pantry.
And that's alarming because
It's just a lot of rats, okay? After what happened on the way down here, I'm just a little bit jumpy. Just a little bit.
That's
Just a little
fair.
bit.
That's fair. Okay.
She'll walk back to here because she definitely doesn't want to keep standing next to the rat closet.
We just had another donation towards Saving Midnight's dog. Whoever Stuart is on GoFundMe just donated $100. Thank you very much. If you're someone watching, thank you. We really mean that. All right, so Sophie moves away from the pantry.
And that is it.
That is it. Thormagast.
Okay, he will, now that the kobold's been sorted, and we've got he turns his attention to the table and the items upon it, and starts piecing through them, see if he finds anything of interest.
Yep, okie dokie. So, what you're seeing on there look like tools that the kobolds have been using to maintain their dragon. There's some what look like small pots of paint for the writing on the wall. There's, crude pliers and little hooks and whatnot that you would assume are used to clean the dragon's teeth or help it delouse its scales or what have you. They are crude tools, but they are good considering that they look like they were made by the kobolds.
And is there anything under the green cloth?
No, it's just like a covering.
Oh, I speak Draconic. Can I read the inscriptions on the wall?
Most of it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not like a story. Sorry, bear with me. So the symbols on the walls generally tend to read, "Here there be dragons." It's sort
I
of
chuckle to
spaced
myself
out
and he
it's
goes,
not-
and relay it to the party, saying, very intimidating. Nice one, Meepo.
Yep. Oh, the other thing you find on the table, though, is there are 4 jade figurines that are carved to look like dragons.
Say to Meepo, are these yours?
He nods his head.
Well, I'll leave them be then.
Okie dokie.
I'll move over there and have a look through.
Also, I'll get Franz to do a investigation check, please.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned the fire pit earlier.
Nice. 15.
Nice. Let me just have a quick read. Yeah, the DC is 15. Looking in the fire pit, you do also see one of the jade figurines in the fire pit as well.
Ooh, I'd like to pick it out.
Yep. So you reach in and it's hot and you're like, ow, 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 but you do pick it out. And I will put that into your inventory.
Wonderful. It's a little figure.
Excellent. That's in your inventory. Done. So, Franz's turn, is it not? Or is Thormagast still going?
I was just going to have a peek through there.
Yep, and you're holding a torch, and so you can see that it's a hallway that goes on for a little bit. And Meepo... sorry, identify Meepo for you. Meepo pushes through and motions, "Come meet Israel. Come." And with that, he walks off. And as he's walking down the corridor, he keeps saying out loud, "Ticklecon, Ticklecon." Sebastian.
Wait, you missed me.
Franz, sorry, I did too. Good grief.
Phil, now that he's gone down there, I'm going to follow after him, also going, Ticklecon, Ticklecon.
Yep, no problem. Sebastian?
Go to the fire pit. You say it's relatively done. There's no real flames.
No, that's correct. It's like just some hot coals and,
Could I gather some ash into a pouch?
You certainly can.
So I'll do that.
Yep, just add that to your inventory. That's not a problem at all. Sophie?
Sophie's gonna glance back into... Ooh,
Sorry.
that jump scared me.
Yeah, it's for the stream. That's how I keep the map on spot.
She's going to nervously look at the other rooms that they're passing that they didn't check, but she'll follow everybody else. Always feel weird with corners like this.
Yeah. Just the 20 feet or full 30? Okay. Yep. Not a problem, Thormagast.
Does she see what's to the north?
To the north, yeah, because there's a torch. There is a what appears to be a short hallway of about 20 feet, and then what appears to be a large opening with stone pillars, and there is light coming from that room.
Scary. This place is so big. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
That's all right, Thormagast.
He follows after, looking rather circumspect, going, tickle corn? Tickle corn?
Mm-hmm. Not a problem.
And then he whispers, I thought that was a secret, Meepo.
Meepo goes, it is secret. Franz.
Can I hold my movement till Meepo moves? Because I'm just going to follow him.
Yep. Okay, well, how about this? I'll just reveal the rest of the way that Meepo wants to take you.
Yep.
And Meepo heads to the north. Okay, so I'll unlock the tokens at this stage, just so you guys can keep up if that's what you're going to do. And I'm going to zoom out a bit on the map for the stream and sync it on everyone because I know that annoys them. So if everyone wants to put themselves near Meepo, please.
Franz follows along, also clapping now. Tickle corn, yeah.
Excellent. And I need to apply that. Sorry, bear with me. Got a lot of windows open here. The joys of DMing. Don't need all those open. So, Sophie, are you keeping up with them as well?
Yes, please.
Yep, if I just drag you up there, then not a problem. And I will remask that and unmask a great big section. Alright, so Meepo has taken you north, and there's a double row of relief carved marble columns marching the length of this long, large hall. The worn carvings depict entwining dragons. There are... sorry, bear with me. Kobolds here, there, and everywhere, and they look quite well armed and ready to fight. They are not responding as Meepo and yourselves pass through, shouting, "Ticklecon!" Ooh, we just had some more purchases. Let's have a quick look. Load the cloud bot. Takes a second. Loyalty store, history, extra initiative is going to Eldar. Eldar is playing
Sebastian.
and bumps it up to 13. People going nuts buying stuff. Wow. Next up is inspiration for Yuri.
Dunker.
Yuri now has max inspiration as well. And there is a damage bonus purchased as well for Annie. Annie, on your next attack roll that hits, +2 to the damage, please. Don't forget that. That's on you.
The blessings of Lathander.
AKA Jeebus. Alright, so he marches up the hallway proclaiming tickle corn, tickle corn, tickle corn until he gets to about here. You guys feel free to follow him and stack up behind him. At which point you see this.
Tickle corn, tickle corn.
I'll just close that for the stream so you have the map. Alright. So you guys follow Meepo. The kobolds are watching you, weapons at the ready, but they do not attack. Okay? There's a short throne standing near the western wall. It looks like it's been constructed of fallen bits of masonry stacked against an old altar. On the top of the altar sit a variety of small items. The portion of the altar that serves as the throne's back features a carving of a rearing dragon, and a metallic key is held firmly in the dragon's open jaws. I don't know why that says held firmly in the dragon's open jaws. I'm going to say closed jaws. Let's reword that. As per the picture. Alright, I shall lock tokens at this stage, just to stop someone from spinning around.
Don't know who is that, Foz?
And Meepo approaches and says, "Oh, great Israel, these people help find Calcrix."
God.
That's great. At which point, the shit, I'm having a moment. Kobold sitting on the throne, the one you recognizes Israel, looks at you all, motions her guards to the side, and they separate, but stay close. And Meepo motions for you all to move closer. It seems you have been granted an audience with Israel. I'll unlock the tokens. You guys can stack it up again. Sorry, that's probably faster.
Seeing everybody making way, Thormagast advances.
Alright. How about just to keep it nice and even, we do it like that, right?
That works.
That works. So there are heavily armed kobolds around you. These kobolds are not little weaklings that you would imagine they would be. They are the elite guard, it would seem. So Sebastian, we'll change it to Thormagast at the moment, unless Sophie has anything she wishes to add.
She's just gonna be smiling and trying to look as harmless as possible.
Excellent. I don't think it would be terribly hard for Sophie. Thormagast, you're up.
I am Thormagast of Lathander. A pleasure to meet you, noble creature. I had heard your kind were skulkers, but you all present as quite noble things, quite different to the stories I've heard.
She nods her head but remains silent.
We mean you no harm. We seek the perfect apple the goblins may possess, and an adventurer by the name of Sir Bradford. We understand you may have lost a dragon that we may be able to assist recover from the goblins.
She nods her head. And the first thing she says is, "The outcast, he lives below. He grows the fruit, which he gives to the goblins. The dragon-thieving goblins are his servants."
Tickle corn.
I love that. That's fucking great. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's what she's replied. I'll throw that into chat for you. You also mentioned missing people.
Yes, we seek an adventurer, Sir Bradford, known for his magical sword, the Shatterspike. Have you heard of him?
She nods her head. They went to fight the goblins and never returned.
How far behind are we?
Weeks.
And what can you tell us of the outcast? Is he a man?
He
A
lives
woman?
below. He grows the fruit which he gives to the goblins. That is all I know.
We would seek to recover your dragon. In doing so, if we were to return him, would you all convert to my god, Lathander?
She laughs and shakes her head. No, we revere the dragons.
Ticklecorn, Farmagus, this might not be the best time, yeah. Ticklecorn, yeah.
Thormagast turns his steely gaze to the goblin and to the kobold and says, "Do not be so hasty. Surely Lathander has guided us here to you for a reason."
Yisrael stands up and shouts, "The goblins stole our dragon. If you return Calcrix to us, I shall grant you a reward. Meepo can accompany you if you desire."
And Meepo could then learn the ways. Agreed.
She nods her head in agreement and says, "Meepo, take them to the goblins." Now, we'll just take a quick 2-minute break because there's someone at my door and I need to go check that out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're gonna get you can make a model, I think.
I'm about to break into the song of the Book of Mormons, but make it the Book of the Lathander.
Highly tense political situation. Perfect time to convert them. We're in intermission, everyone. If you need to go get a snack, now's the time to do it.
I keep forgetting that Sophie's stats are decent.
Yeah, you're stronger than me.
Really?
Yeah,
No, I mean unless you have negative strength.
I have 6.
Oh yeah, then yeah, she's a lot stronger than you.
Yes. Don't rely on me on an arm wrestling competition.
You really should be doing the talking, looking at you.
No, Sophie should be doing the talking.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but she's not that experienced. She'll learn from your example or learn from your non-example on what to do and not do.
Thormagast is displaying his lack of charisma by trying to convert everybody he comes across. It doesn't usually end well.
That's why you're the face of the party, because you always jump up in front of everyone and says Lathander.
Yeah,
Furs is back. Continue.
well, Ticklecorn, I think we're ready to go, yeah? Ticklecorn.
To the goblins and to the outcast.
To the outcast.
Lead the way, Meepo.
Yes, we'll share
Sophie's
get
gonna
to that.
is gonna be polite and say thank you for meeting us, or yeah, I think that's how she'd.
Sounds fair to me.
Yes, good Ticklecorn to you, madam.
That's excellent, Yuri. Well done. So just before we get back into it, just going to check. So far we've had $69 donated by Jeebus towards keeping Maddie alive. And on GoFundMe, we are up to... when it loads. Also, I've got Tim Tams.
Nice.
But do you have milk?
I've got a cup of tea coming.
Nice.
$220 on GoFundMe as well, so that's awesome.
Nice.
Excellent work. All right. Did you guys have any other questions for Yisrael before you leave? You've learned of the outcast. You've learned what happened to the human adventurers to the best of her knowledge.
Israel, the key in the jaws of the dragon. What does it open? Would we have need of it?
She shrugs her head and says, I don't know.
It may be of assistance in this place. May we borrow it?
No. And with that, the two guards brandish their weapons, like ready for an order to attack.
I put my hand on Thormagast's shoulder and I think it's best we leave quickly.
Tickle con, tickle con, tickle con.
They don't move to attack. They just act like she said no. That's what she meant.
Thormagast raises a palm and says, I apologize. I thought it was of no value to you. I'm sorry.
She waves at you for like she's no longer interested and sits back down and looks away. So, I'm going to unlock tokens again here. And Meepo takes you down here. Back into the room, you will recognize as having the fireplace. If everyone would like to get back in that room, that would be fantastic. And you guys are doing very good, by the way. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with it.
Me too.
Masking everything's a bit of a chore, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Alright, so Meepo says, goblins this way.
Meepo, the key, what does it open?
He shakes his head and tells you, I don't know.
Alright.
Alright, so the door here looks like it's been knocked down before and rebuilt several times. We'll go to the next round and we're going to start with Sebastian, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll let someone else go point.
I think I'm the point man here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless our cleric has any objections.
And I need to delete like a ton of stuff out of the combat tracker. Bear with me.
Franz does love to say hello.
I really do.
All right. Well, so who's going to go first? Forget the combat tracker for the moment. We'll go through it. So yep, go for it.
Hans is resident door knocker. Is it this door or that door? Wait.
It's this door.
Okay. Hans will knock knock. Hello.
I'll lock the tokens. Yep. There's no answer, but Meepo gives you a bit of a giggle.
What are you laughing at, little man?
And then he looks away like shocked that he's been seen, giggling.
Tickle con.
Scandalous. No say safe word. That's secret.
Oh, okay. Kickleton.
Meepo glares at you. But you see a hallway over ahead. So, as you step into the room, oh, here's my cup of tea. Thank you very much. And the glorious D20 cup that everyone comments about. And for those watching, D20 cup. Alright, so you've entered the room, and I'll allow everyone to make your movement if you want to at this stage. We won't do it in any particular order until we get to the next doorway.
Said every DM about to spring a trap.
So just maneuver yourself, stack up at that door. Okay, remasking time, and then fix the video for the viewers. Sync view, and I know that it does it to you guys as well, but that's the simplest way. So there is a door ahead of you.
Well, shall I go first?
You may as well.
How far to the goblins, Meepo? Are they through this door?
Me no know. Me never go here. So who's going to go through first?
I will.
Okay. So
Oh.
you say hello and you open the door, and the room itself is empty. It has some crumbled flagstones and there are some stains on the floor. You notice there are a lot of rat droppings. Try and make that clear for you.
Alright, sorry, just got my dinner.
All good?
Okay, I will cautiously walk to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And let everyone else catch up before I open
Yep.
the door.
Not a problem at all. So if everyone wants to position themselves. Kablam, kablam. Everyone's in. So there is another door in front of you. And I'll zoom in a bit for this. What are you going to do there, Franz?
This time I won't say hello, I'll just gently open a door and peek through.
Yep. Alright. So as you peek through, it reads, dust and odd bits of stony debris and rubble lie scattered on the floor. An ornate fountain is built into the eastern wall. Though cracked and stained, the fountain's overarching carving of a diving dragon retains its beauty. There is also a relief carved stone door standing on the western wall.
Okay. Wait, what's the relief of? Can I make it out?
You can't really see from there.
Okay, I will cautiously walk in.
Yep, not a problem. And of course, there's an exit to the north.
Okay, I would like to look at this stuff.
So we'll go in order here. Sebastian, you're up.
So yeah, I'll head in.
Yep. When you look at that door, by the way, there is a description for it. I'm sorry. They show skeletal dragons, and there is writing on the door itself.
I'm guessing it isn't a common or deep speak language. Yep.
So this is the parts where, wait for your turn to read that.
Yeah, okay, then I'll just step aside, let someone else try to read it.
Great. Sophie.
Sophie's going to head on in.
Yep.
I think.
You can move more than 25 for this, or more than 30 for this part if you want to. But just reveal a little bit more here.
She's gonna stick her hand into the fountain and check to see like how long it's been empty.
So there's a thin layer of scum coating the fountain's basin, but it's otherwise dry.
She's gonna wipe her hand off on the edge and she's like, "Oh, gross."
Yep, fair enough.
And I don't I'm thinking about what she's good at, and I don't think she's good at a lot of things in relation to this.
Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, Thormagast. Oh, sorry, were you not finished?
No, she's just gonna walk over to the wall. And then,
I think we should institute some sort of rule here. Like, when you're finished, say, I'm ending my turn.
I'm sorry.
No, just because I keep skipping and going, oh, gotta go back. That's all right. That's just getting used to the group, I suppose, because every group's different with the way they do that. Okay. Is she done?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thormagast.
He moves into the room, his eyes drawn to the draconic words, rebuke the dead and open the way. He reaches for his holy amulet and presents it towards the door and says, By Lathander! Dead, make way for the light!
As glorious as he looks, nothing happens.
Franz lets out a little giggle.
And then awkwardly he blushes a little and reaches forward and touches the undead relief, is it? And tries to see if they move to the side.
Nothing happens.
And then he starts tapping them with his mace.
Like just gently tapping.
Just gently tapping.
Yep, so you can hear the door is like it just sounds like you're tapping a stone wall. It's pretty solid.
A puzzle here of sorts. It says, rebuke the dead and open the way, but I rebuke them and nothing. And he's done.
Okay. Franz.
Franz would like to look at the statue, please.
Yep, roll a perception check for me, publicly.
Okie dokie. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so like I said, there's some scum coating the bottom. It's dry. The dragon carving looks pretty good.
Interesting. And how much was that? That was like 5 feet a moment. So I'd like to have a little peek into this room.
Okay, so as you start to move, sorry, bear with me. As you start to move, a metallic blade slides out of one of the walls and hits you. You have been cut.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Meepo just hangs around. Sebastian.
Did I see what happened to Franz?
Yes, you just saw a metal blade, think Indiana Jones style, just come out of the wall and cut Franz.
So like body height, head height.
Yeah, it looked like the blade of like a sword though.
Like, was it? What height was it?
Body height.
All right. Can I carefully approach it and see if I can find a trigger?
You certainly can. Please roll a perception or investigation check. You are unable to find it. In fact, you can't even see where the blade came out. It is retracted.
Be careful, Sebastian. The wolves here are angry at me.
You didn't say hello.
You think that's it? Or it
Sophie.
She's going to look at Thumagast and she's going to say, so you can read that?
Yes, it's in Draconic. See this the symbol here is a R. And he makes a guttural noise. That's their noise for an R, and he starts to take quite a lot of pleasure in over-explaining it. He's, what's the word for mansplaining, but he's cleric-splaining.
Oh dear, okay. That was quite good, I like that.
Like, wait, so what does it say then? She's like trying to like understand exactly because she heard what all the sounds were supposed to be, but she has no idea what words were meant to go because he completely skipped over that part. He was just going too deep into the rabbit hole without going through the big picture explanation.
Okay, magic health potion magically appears in front of Franz and he consumes it immediately.
Ah, wonderful. The gods are happy with me.
It would appear so, because it's just another deity just purchased something else.
Rebuke the dead and open the way. I think is the layman's translation. I could give you the highbrow version, but no, that should be sufficient.
What does rebuke even mean? Like rebuke is that a thing that clerics do?
To scold, to ward off, to
Turn away.
yes, to turn away, to rebuke, to yes, you are, scolded, rebuked. I'm struggling with my words.
Well, are you
good.
able to do that? If I was dead, could you turn me away too?
Oh, I could never turn you away, Sophie. You're far too charming.
That's not what I. Never mind. She's gonna give up.
Oh, I think I may have overstepped here, and he blushes profusely.
Thormagast, you're up.
He goes, I have an idea. Perhaps the water. He goes and takes some of the. Is it water from a fountain? Cups it in his hand.
It's dry. There's like scum on the bottom, but it's otherwise dry.
He looks for some sort of a tap or faucet or outlet in the statue. Perhaps something's blocked.
Can you roll a perception check for me, please? Do it publicly. Nice. You think you can see some faint writing inscribed under the dragon?
Ooh. He peers closely and sees what he can make out, perhaps by brushing away whatever he can.
Mm-hmm. It turns out it's in Draconic.
Look here, Sophie. More inscriptions in Draconic that may catch your interest. Come, let me explain them to you.
She'll come over like the studious little sorceress she is.
The is let and there be fire, it says. Let there be fire. Well, I can do this if everybody would care to stand back just a moment. And Thormagast unleashes flaming hands on the statue.
Okay.
Sophie's gonna move back and she's gonna pull Meepo with her, by the way, when he lets us back.
Not a problem. Meepo seems grateful. So Thormagast, tick your spell off, please. You've cast it. It's not a cantrip, is it?
It's my... What is it? It's my light domain spell.
Ah, right. Yeah. So you still tick it off, but it doesn't take up a spell slot from memory.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. So, when you send the fire towards the dragon, a reddish liquid begins to well from the dragon's mouth and starts to fill the fountain.
I hope that's not what it appears to be.
It doesn't look like blood, though, no.
Perhaps that's wine. He gives it a sniff.
It does not smell alcoholic.
Disappointing. I always enjoyed the clerical church wines. I guess that's me done. I've probably done enough.
Franz. Angry walls, but also now this dragon's spilling out red liquid into the fountain.
1 second, I need to clean off my fingies. It's very messy.
There's a good chance I'll eat this entire pack of Tim Tams.
Franz is gonna come inspect the pool and go, "Wow, blood from nothing. You truly are a magical cleric." And he's gonna dip his hand in.
And you find that it burns your fingers.
Safota's angry at me too! What have I done? Gonna step back.
Yep. Okie dokie. Sebastian.
So, is it possible to retry, or is that against?
No, you can absolutely retry.
Yeah, ready? Okay, I'll try again. So that's perception?
Yep, or investigation. Take your pick.
Public or...
Do it publicly. No. You've no idea what set it off.
Yeah, I think I'll give up at that point.
Okay. Anything else you're going to do?
Move down to have a look at this fountain.
Okay, so yeah, the fountain is filling with a reddish liquid, and Franz burned his fingers when he dipped them into the liquid.
So it's not smoking or anything, just...
No.
Okay.
It's not radiating heat either. Well, after the fire effect, of course, the liquid itself is not radiating heat. So what are you doing? You said you're going to investigate it?
I already used my action, so I just walked over.
Oh, no, continue.
Okay, can I investigate it? Or
Yep.
like,
Go for it. Yep, so while you're looking at it, the liquid stops pouring out of the dragon's mouth, and for some reason, it seems like it's draining out somewhere as the level gets lower slightly. Now you guys can take this out of turn here, but it looks like the liquid is disappearing.
Is there anything else changing in the room? Like, if we look back at the door, is anything else changing anywhere?
It all appears exactly the same.
anyone
Hercule,
have a cup?
what was inscribed on the door again?
Rebuke the dead, and on the fountain, let there be fire.
So on the door, oh no, you've got it. You've said it.
What if we throw some of the hurty liquid onto the door?
Yes, perhaps.
I volunteer myself to not throw the liquid as it hurts and I don't like it.
It drains another inch.
Well, fine. I dip my hands in and quickly throw it at the door.
Yep.
Cut
Roll a
my-
1d4 for me. You take 1 damage. You slosh it over and throw it at the door, and nothing appears to happen. The water is draining still.
Can I find out where it's draining out to?
You look and you can't seem to see any eddies or swirls. It's like it's just disappearing before your eyes.
Is it draining or evaporating?
It's hard to tell.
Maybe if you try providing more fire? Can I try holding my torch up to the statue?
So you hold your torch to the statue, and almost immediately it starts pouring this reddish liquid into the fountain again.
Yeah, I like this game.
Yes, but what purpose does this serve? Perhaps we need to get the fountain to a certain level to trigger a change.
Interestingly, as Franz holds his torch to the dragon, the fountain gets to the point where it looks like it's about to overflow, and despite the fact that there's still liquid coming out of the dragon, it does not overflow.
Ah.
The moment you pull your torch away, the water flow stops, and the liquid starts to disappear again. While you're doing it, nothing actually happens to the door.
Rebuke the dead.
Sophie, do you have any thoughts?
Sophie's like contemplating in her mind. Like she's like, man, I really want to try drinking it, but if it hurts Franz's hand, then that might be rough. And then she's just like kind of like pondering like whether she should suggest drinking it or not. And then she's like, oh well, they're smarter than me. Like they'll figure it out. And then that's it.
Okay, Thormagast.
He thinks to himself, to rebuke the dead is to turn the dead. He goes to the door and tries to grab the dead, I guess,
The
What are they,
carving.
like
I know what you
reliefs?
mean. Yep.
and tries to see if they turn.
That's very clever. Like, that is actually very clever. That is so clever. It's not what's meant to happen, but I'm going to allow it.
Yay!
That seriously, Annie? That was brilliant, okay? The last time I've ran this dungeon 2 times before, and none of them tried that. That's not what's meant to happen. But I'm blown away. The carving turns and the door opens. Bear with me while I set this up. Okay, so when the door opens, you can see that there are 5 dusty sarcophagi, 3 to the north and 2 to the south, standing on end in this silent chamber. Each of the carved stone coffins resembles a noble, elf-like humanoid in ceremonial robes. An altar with images of dragons carved into its black obsidian is set in the center of the west wall. A single candle burns brightly on the altar.
It seems to have opened.
It has indeed. Franz.
Are those coffins? Upright coffins? Franz is gonna fish around for another wooden stake and get his hammer out.
Yep, I like it.
I've been here before. I don't want to see this again. He's gonna go up and inspect the coffin.
Yeah, not a problem. So the coffin appears to be made of stone, and the carvings on it are very lifelike. Very well made.
Franz leans up to the coffin and goes, "Is anyone awake in there?"
And there is no reply.
Can't rule out the undead yet, guys. They are very quiet when they're trying to be sneaky. That's his turn.
Yep. All good. Sebastian. You notice that the red liquid in the pool is draining away again.
Oh, we have a reliable way of getting more, so I'll follow the party. I'm gonna enter the room and seeing all the coffins. This is supposed to be a keep or a citadel, yes?
Yes.
This is a very strangely laid out citadel.
Yes.
Yes, it's so. I think I'll join Franz and be like, put an ear to the side.
Okay. Yep. And so you're just trying to listen if anything's moving in there.
Yep.
Okay. No, it doesn't sound like it. Roll a perception check for me. Do it publicly as well. No, not a damn noise at all. The room itself seems eerily quiet. You can hear each other talk, but there's no other noises. Just the candle burning on the altar. Sophie.
Sophie's gonna look at Meepo and say, "You want to go take a look?" And
Meepo
then
shakes his
she's
head.
She's like, "Okay, don't disappear. I'll be right back." And then she's gonna run in here.
Okay, yep. Just the 15 feet?
She'll then juke over to here.
Yep. At which point she finds Meepo hot on her tail.
She's gonna like look behind her, look at him, pat him on the head, and then she's gonna look back and she's gonna see if she can open it.
Okay, so you can see that there is a handle and it can be pulled open.
Oh, so cool. I wonder what's inside. Can I get sick from this? She's gonna yell back at Thaumagas through the door.
Yep. And is she opening it or is she just leaving it alone?
Since Meepo's standing so close to her, she'll just check to see if it's trapped. The lid.
Okay, roll an investigation for me.
Okay.
No, there's no
Ow.
traps.
Be careful, little
can
girl.
Can I use one of my inspiration to re-roll that?
You certainly can.
I'm worried about my little kobold, okay?
Yep, use your inspiration. Reroll that. No, there's no traps.
Alright.
You're 100% sure there's no traps.
Franz is gonna say across the room, "Be careful, little girl. The dead never slumber too long."
They should be scared of me.
And I'm picturing this, skinny barbarian holding a stake and like a hammer in the other hand.
Yeah, this is just his day job. He's ready to go.
Oh yeah. So, does she open it or what's she doing?
No, she did not open it just yet.
Okay, Thormagast, you're up.
He walks in and says, "Friends, please do not trouble the dead, especially if they are of a noble god." And he goes up and inspects the candle and sees if he can work out which god this tomb represents.
Okay, so you're looking at the altar and there are images of dragons carved into it. It is made of black obsidian and the candle is burning quite brightly, which is bizarre because it's apparent that no one's been in here for quite some time. But on the altar next to the candle, you also see a small whistle and a crystal flask.
He'll pick them up and have a look at them.
Great, I'll throw that into your inventory, Thormagast.
He became a goalie.
He turns and presents them to the
Are you
party.
taking the candle as well, or just the?
No, just the crystal flask and the whistle. He turns around and sort of holds them out to the party and say, "Friends, what do you make of these?"
What if the crystal flask picks up something to do with the water outside?
The crystal flask already has something in it. Thank you for resubbing, Gwen.
More
Thank you.
surprises. What's in the flask, Herr Farmagast?
Do you want to read the description?
Lee, hang on. Just bring it up.
The vial contains a liquid with a slightly red tinge to it.
Oh, is it similar to the liquid outside?
Could be.
Ooh, you should have a sip.
You see Thormagast stop and squint as he looks at the whistle, which is formed from transparent crystal and resembles a tiny dragon curled up like a snail. On the side, he says, in Dwarvish, it says Nightcaller is etched on the side.
Do you speak Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's a very wise man.
Yep.
Nightcrawler?
Nightcaller. One who calls the night.
Okay. So should I stake these zombies now or what?
I'm sure they're just resting peacefully, but I am curious about this whistle and its purpose. Well,
Alright.
in the name of research, I think I should blow it.
As you go to blow it, the doors of the sarcophagus, all of them, fly open with a loud bang.
I instantly, could I as a reaction stake the one that was in mine as I was
You-
ready to go?
Certainly can give it a go because you did specify that you were waiting for the undead.
Yes.
The skeletons, now just so you know, the skeletons appear to be armed with a short bow and a short sword. So Franz,
What should I roll for that?
probably just unarmed attack really. Keeping it simple.
I don't even have that in my... Hold on.
Yes you do, you've got unarmed strike. On your actions tab, in your weapons up top.
It's not in my combat tab for some reason.
I
That's
can
all.
see it.
I got it now. Don't worry.
Yep.
Alright.
Oof, he with a yelp, he tries to stab at the skeleton nearest him. Unfortunately, he misses. unless he wishes to use one of his inspirations.
I will use one of my inspirations.
Great. I've unticked that for you. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's more like it. Yes, the stake hits. And given the nature of it, we'll just do the unarmed damage as well.
Okay. And I'd like to. Can I give it a short whack with the hammer to drive it into the back of the coffin?
Yeah.
Ooh. They're vulnerable to staking.
They're vulnerable to bludgeoning, but it is what it is. That's fine.
Yeah.
Now, before we continue, Jeebus, I'll allow it this once. Otherwise, I'll just leave it how it is worded. Right. And so Franz, that's your action then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Action.
Great. This skeleton lurches out Thormagast, and it has a short sword in hand.
No! And just for the reference, mate, they're missing the action in the stream. The map needs to move across a little
Oh,
bit.
does it? Ah, right. Sorry. I can't believe that. Surprised she didn't ring me, to be honest. So yeah, it swings at you with its short sword and misses. This skeleton steps out, short sword in hand, slashing at Franz, missing as well. Wow, what is going on? This skeleton reaches out from where it is with its short sword and tries to cut Sophie. Wow. Skeleton 1, short sword in hand, also slashing. We finally have a hit.
Which one's skeleton 1? Oh yeah, I see.
Sebastian, some things just got purchased. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, right.
That can't possibly be right.
It cannot be so.
Phew. No, like had a list of like 100 things purchased. I was like, that can't possibly be right. Okay,
Thank
so
you, Lord Jeebus, for the 100 inspirations.
bear with me. Yuri, your next attack will be a +2 damage.
Okay, cool.
Note that down.
Okay.
And Bunny will have advantage on her next. So Sophie will have advantage on her next roll.
Woo!
Anyhow, it's Sebastian's turn.
What about the other 98 things?
Yeah, no, it was a glitch.
Alright then. So if I was to attack the one that just attacked Franz, the one above him, and between him and Sophie, would that be a stealth attack?
Sorry, the one between Franz and Sophie.
Yes, the one that just attacked.
Well, it's aware that you're there.
The rules are if they're within 5 feet of...
Read it out.
An
Read it out.
enemy of their enemy.
Okay, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Then yes.
That enemy. So I'll rush there.
Mm-hmm.
Draw my Cinque Dita and
So you
stab
do
at
the
it.
you do the attack roll first. And you miss unless you wish to use your inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use inspiration.
Go for it. Tick it off as well. You hit. Now is where you apply the sneak the sneak attack effect to yourself. Just click it, it
So-
should automatically target you.
Click all 3.
It should have the effect button. So you've got 3 buttons, right? One's for piercing, one's for slashing, one's for bludgeoning.
Ah.
So what sort
I
of
need
damage does your weapon do?
I need to apply. It's either piercing or slashing, I guess.
Double check it.
Piercing, okay.
Okay, so you've selected the right one. That's fine.
Right,
Now roll your
so-
damage on them.
Yep.
and it automatically applied. Nice rolls, by the way. So you've hit that skeleton so hard that it just falls down, crumbles into a pile of bones.
And can I just move back?
You can, but doing so will grant an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I'll just stay there then.
You'll just stay there then? Okay. Alright. Skeleton 6 with its short sword slashing at Franz, hitting Franz.
Did I manage to pin that one to the back of the
No.
coffin? Dang it.
If you'd crit it, maybe.
Hmm.
When it strikes you, a wild magic surge goes off, Franz.
Ooh.
Kaboom! Target is petrified for 1d2 rounds. Can you please roll a d6? If it's even, it's 2. If it's odd, it's 1.
Yeah, if you right-click the D4, it's a 2.
Wait, what?
No, that's to roll 2 d4s.
Oh.
Shouldn't I just roll a d4 and halve it?
No, well, we need to choose 1 or 2, so evens or odds. Take your pick, roll a die. Odds is 1, evens is 2.
Okay,
2 rounds.
so I'm frozen solid?
You are petrified. Now, we just had a few things happen then. Mr. Smith just did some bits and gained a new badge. Well done, Mr. Smith. 5,000 bits. Also notice your die badge next to your name now, Mr. Smith, as well, which is awesome. That's for subscribing as long as you have. Mr. Smith has also purchased inspiration for Sebastian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's if you right-click the D6, that gives you the custom dice.
Yes, D6, yep. Alright, so Skeleton 6 has just hit Franz. Next up is Sophie. So this skeleton has reached out and cut at you, Sophie, with a short sword.
Yeah. Sophie's gonna make sure not to even budge 1 inch because she wants to stay between it and Meepo because she doesn't want her little kobold friend.
Yep.
And she's gonna use her dagger to go and give a stabby stab at this.
Okay, let's see it.
And I have advantage, correct?
It was purchased for you, I believe.
Nice.
She hits with the dagger. Nice, and you've damaged the skeleton. Not killed it, but damaged it.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and that's gonna be her turn.
Okie dokie. Thormagast. Skeletons everywhere.
So Thormagast, in an instant, considers what just happened. These things seem to spring out as he was about to blow the whistle, as like it was some sort of trigger.
Possibly.
In that case, he blows the whistle as hard as he can and hopes for some effect.
Okay, so the whistle. Before you blow it, can you please roll either an Arcana or a History check for me, publicly? The DC is 20, by the way.
I'll go with history.
Let's see it.
You know what? I'm going to use an inspiration.
Go for it.
Because it seems important. I don't know why. Let's use the last inspiration. Oh, no, I can only use it once, can't I?
Yes, per round. So you go to blow the whistle, and you hear the noise come out of the whistle. It's a whistling sound, obviously. But
Does
nothing
there
seems
seem to
to
be
happen.
any effect?
No.
Well, I guess that's me, unless you're going to allow me to smack out with my mace.
Well, you would have been holding your mace in the other hand anyway.
All right then, I'll better hit something hard.
Go for it. I'm not making the whistling sound. Thormagast should. What would a whistle sound like? Do you have your work whistle with you?
Yeah, that's just me whistling normally. I can get my daughter in here with a flute.
No, that'll do.
I'll get my trench whistle.
That'll do. So, you're attacking. You've hit with the mace.
Oh, I've added the +2 because I remembered that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on. I hit again.
Wrong
Sorry.
die. Hit +2
Wrong
again.
dice. I'll just do the damage, yeah.
Yeah, hit the +2 again. Nice. The mace blow is so mighty that it just pulverizes the skeleton.
And I'm done.
All right. Franz is, well, he's something, isn't he?
Yeah, Franz is enjoying being frozen. He's actually just humming a little song to himself. He feels great.
Mm-hmm. This skeleton with a short sword stabs at Thormagast, missing. Oh, something else just got purchased. Let's have a look. A magic health potion appears in front of Thormagast and he consumes it immediately.
Ah, hail the thunder. And the saints that associate with him.
See, this is why I made the timers much longer, so it's not all the bloody time. This skeleton with his short sword is still slashing at Sophie. And it missed.
Nice.
Okay. Meepo pulls out a dagger, charges forward and screaming at the top of his lungs, "You leave her alone!" and stabs at the skeleton, missing.
Oh, what a cutie.
Sebastian.
This is a dilemma. Do I help
I'll just move her
the?
there so it's easier to...
Do I help Sophie or do I help the person who's paralyzed? Let's go with the person who's paralyzed.
Can Franz is gently humming to himself. Does that come through?
I heard you, but no, because you're paralyzed.
But you can still breathe.
Yeah, does it paralyze my lungs?
You can still breathe, but that's it. Also, Sophie, you've got advantage again on your next D20 roll.
Nice.
So just write that one down for me because I will forget it. So Sebastian, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move there, taking the opportunity attack.
Okay, now the problem with me not having their bloody names on them is I don't know which one's which. So
Shouldn't
I'm just going
anyone
to
look?
I'm going to fix that for myself. Bear with me. Because I can't tell which one. Well, yes, but that's
That'd
not
be
the
skeleton
point.
12.
Yeah.
Yep, but I'm still going to fix it so that I can.
Skeleton 12 is only slightly wounded.
Yeah. Now you have to mouse over them to get a name. Skeleton 12 most definitely will make its attack of opportunity at Sebastian. Hitting. Alright, so Sebastian, you've moved away. You've been cut with a short sword.
Okay, so I'm going to stab at this skeleton, and I guess it's all sneak attack, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I shall stab at it with the Cinquedia.
Yep. Nice, you've hit it. Apply the correct sneak attack damage. And roll that damage. Nice, you've absolutely smashed that one as well.
Gonna pat Franz on the head.
Sophie.
All right, she's going to keep at it and being extra aggressive about it since Meepo's now actually in a position where he could potentially be injured.
Yep. And what's she gonna do?
She's stabbing.
She's stabbing and she hits. Nice. Little girl stab
She
at the
was so
skeleton.
close. Yeah.
All good. Anything else from Sophie?
I was gonna say, be careful, Meepo. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. Thormagast.
He better bash another skeleton. He swings his mice madly again, calling out, "By Lathander, be gone!"
Mm-hmm. And just for posterity, did you say you swing your mice?
I swing my mice. Yes, no, my mace. But you know what? That was such an embarrassing miss. He's going to burn his last inspiration.
Okay, go for it. Nice, that's more like it. Heavily damaging the skeleton.
And he's done.
Great. Franz, I think this is your last turn petrified, isn't it?
Yeah, Franz is thinking about this one time him and Hans were just like playing around at the lake. It was a good time. It's a happy fall.
The skeleton slashes at Thormagast, missing. And this skeleton turns its attention to Meepo. Whew, also missing. Meepo retaliating with the dagger. Hitting. Sebastian. 2 skeletons remain.
Get moved back up and get revenge for being struck in the back.
Yep.
Oh, I guess not. And I shall move away again.
Okay, so definitely a miss. And as you move away,
No attacks opportunity. Mobile feet.
sorry, what was that?
Mobile feet. If I attack, even if I miss, they still can't.
Oh,
make an
right,
attack.
right. Yeah, yeah, you've got that feat. Yes, yes, sorry. Yep. Sophie.
All right, she's going to stab at it again.
Okay, go for it.
I'm getting closer to the nat 1.
Closer.
I want to win. I want to win.
Yep.
Make a lot of people happy.
Thormagast.
With sweat coming from his brow, he swings his mace again.
Missing.
There's no reward for effort.
Missing, unfortunately. Anything else, Thormagast?
Nah, he's done.
Okay, great. Franz, you can finally move again.
I live!
And you're holding a stake in one hand and a hammer in the other.
I run this way and I'm gonna stake the zombie to next to the little girl, yeah?
Yep.
Stake it to the back of his coffin.
Okay. Let's see it. Just do the unarmed attack again. We'll do for that.
Yep.
Nice. The stake connects with the skeleton.
Oh, and I have that +2 to damage, which I didn't actually calculate earlier.
Just do it now then.
Yep.
Nice. So you do literally stab it hard enough through the chest piece to pin it back into the coffin at the back of the coffin.
Now you stay dead this time, yeah?
And it does stop moving. It goes limp.
Wonderful.
Most of the bones fall off and the rib cage stays stuck to the wall.
That is my turn.
Great. This skeleton with his short sword still cutting at Thormagast. It hits.
I got sentinel, so I will take my opportunity attack on that skeleton.
Go for it. And something else just got purchased too. Magic health potion for Franz.
Oh, Dunker. I won't use my stake as I just left it in that skeleton. So
You did?
I'm gonna draw my falchion and cut it with that.
Go.
Ah.
Missing.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
Go for it.
Yes,
That's more like it.
I'm just gonna try and cut him in half.
Yep. Nice. And cut him down you do. Well done. That is the skeletons defeated. Let me award some XP. Now, we'll just take a very quick break. Very quick break. I need to go and get another glass of water. While we're at it, any funds raised tonight, not bits unfortunately because they take months and months and months, but any donations tonight are going towards saving Maddie, who is one of our regular players, Midnight's beautiful dog who needs to have an operation to save her life. Currently we've had quite a bit of success raising a bit of money. On GoFundMe, we are up to, where is it, $220, plus the $69 that Lord Jeebus donated in Twitch. If you prefer to use PayPal, just donate it on Twitch. It all goes to helping the dog and making sure Midnight has many more years with her. I'll be right back and we'll go from there.
Alrighty. Well, the party's doing good so far. No one's died. Did you find this room when you did it, Gwen?
I wonder how you meant to find it, seeing he fudged it for us. I can't work out what's going on with this red stuff. The red liquid and the red vial. Fountain.
It was probably something super, super, super obvious we all missed.
Alright. I'm back. Just check if anything else was purchased while I was getting that drink. Nope, there's 2 wild magic surges ready to go. They just haven't been triggered yet. So, in the room you guys are in, is everyone still there?
Yes.
That was 2 out of 4.
Not bad. That's at least a 50% score. That's a pass by Unigrade.
Well, throw a tick in there if you're available. There we have it. 2 out of 4.
I think some people went to the loo.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's not a problem. I needed another glass of water.
I think I'll go to the loo while everyone else is then.
Yeah, go nuts. Go nuts, go nuts. I'll be reading Twitch chat until everyone gets back. So, let's see here. There's been some betting. There hasn't been the right rolls to close the betting yet. But on betting, there's a pool of 280 gold coins to be won. What you have to do is bet some money and some gold coins, the stream coins, and decide who's going to win, the Nat 20 or the Nat 1. Good way to make some gold coins. Nothing else has been purchased. Once again, fundraising to save Maddie tonight, which is Midnight's beautiful dog who needs an operation. If at all possible, please donate something on GoFundMe. The link is in the chat. Or if you prefer to use PayPal, because GoFundMe don't use PayPal, the second link, which will take you to the Streamlabs one, that will go directly towards Maddie as well.
And I'm back.
And still only 2 out of 4. They might be making a cup of tea or something. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. Out of game. How are you finding the adventure, Yuri?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good.
It's nice to have a module with a lot more role-playing in it. I think that's the thing I really missed from doing homebrew campaigns, that it's like a lot more percentage roleplay than I've had in the past.
Just you wait until you guys finish this adventure. That's when it's going to ramp up.
I'm
Would it be giving a spoiler to let us know how we were meant to get into this room?
You were meant to be able to cast Turned Undead.
I can't do that because I'm not second level yet.
No, but you and your brilliant old Turn the Undead blew me away, so we went with it. Gwen, who's watching, and Mids even actually participated in this dungeon. Mids twice, I believe, and they didn't try that either. So,
Wait, but doesn't everyone? Don't you only get undead at level 2? Isn't that
Yes.
the only way to get it?
yes,
Did they do it at a high level?
no, they came back through.
Ah, I get it.
Yeah, but Turn Undead. Yeah, I thought that was great.
Turnip undead.
Yeah, Turnip Undead. It's not Brandon, damn it. It's a pity no one uses that spell on that campaign, or I'd be saying that all the time.
I have it. Lydia has it.
Yes,
Just-
but you don't use it. But that's because, there hasn't really been much call for it. Yes, but has Lydia thrown a dagger so angrily and so hard that you chop someone's middle finger off?
No, but she fixed said finger.
I know, that bitch.
Hey,
Every time Brandon tries to start shit.
oh man. Wait, you mean the fucking good alignment cleric won't let you kill anyone? Oh,
I didn't want to kill anyone. I just wanted to start shit.
Just trying to smooth some feathers.
Pretty
Not
much.
being
Oh,
such
what
a
just got
murder hobo.
purchased? What just got purchased? Ooh, Yuri, for the bad pun, one of the deities is purchased. Cause disadvantage
How could you?
on the next D20 roll.
Gods, I'm sorry. Can't you tell I'm having a rough session?
Actually, in hindsight, I should have said no because we're doing that part out of game. Too late. It's already accepted.
Dang it.
That's okay.
So is that on my next roll?
On your next D20 roll, yeah.
I like to roll to inspect one of these coffins.
You know what? I'm gonna go with it. Do it.
Yeah, what's the deal with these coffins?
That's
Oh,
a pretty
shit.
well made coffin. What a waste that was. Oh,
Too
wow.
late. Jeez.
Oh, dearie me. The
Looks
only
like the
reason I
gods got
allowed
you
that
good.
was because we were doing the puns out of game while we wait
Out of
for
game.
Sophie to get back.
Yeah, so
Oh,
with,
dear.
with a roll of 21, what can you tell me about these coffins?
They're exceptionally well made.
Hmm.
You pretty much know everything. The other thing you need to know is there is still the candle burning on the altar.
I was assuming if that blew out, that would also trigger them.
I mean, I do know, but I'm not answering it.
Does the
I
altar-
look at the candle and is the wax? Is it like not burning down the wax, or is it an everlasting candle? What's going on?
The wax doesn't appear to be melted in the slightest. But
Is
the
the
candle has a flame above it that is burning.
the altar just a standard altar, or does it look like a sarcophagus?
I'll throw the text into the chat for you.
A mummy appears.
Surprise! Red dragon.
All this inside a supposed military citadel.
Indeed. There is a reason for that, by the way.
People die in military citadels.
They don't get buried in the citadel like this.
Are you? Well, here's the room that fucking proves you wrong, mate.
I think it's curious,
And yet there
says
you are,
Thormagast, that there's an eternal flame here and a fountain outside that just adds fire. You could put the candle under it and keep the thing running.
Mm.
Mm.
We're still waiting for Sophie. Are you back? No? Well, we'll wait just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, you're back.
Forgot to
Hooray!
press the button when I also had my mic unmuted.
Right, okay. All good. So that's everyone back. All right, so as I said, in the room is this candle that's burning. yet not dripping wax.
Thaumagost, you should blow it out.
No, that would be sacrilegious. I am a follower of the light. This flame is to be admired. He goes to pick it up.
Yep, great. So you can pick it up, not a problem at all.
And he just sort of waves it around a little, see how the flame reacts in the breeze.
Yep, so it appears to react like normal, but one thing you do notice is the flame doesn't appear to be giving off any heat.
Curious. He'll get bolder and bolder and play with it and run his hand over the flame.
Yep, and the more he does it, the more he realizes there's no heat.
This is most curious. It's a candle without heat.
I'm going to put that in your inventory.
Franz would like to investigate the altar. Does it look like a sarcophagus?
No, it just looks like an altar. Black
Franz-
obsidian altar.
Franz is gonna knock on it.
So but there's no response.
It's hollow.
Franz is gonna whisper, "You can come out if you want."
And there's nothing happening with that. So I'm actually going to roll initiatives again here, just for the sake of a bit of change of pace. So, Sebastian, you're up.
As a change of pace, I'll let someone else do it.
Thormagast.
He pulls out that crystal with a red liquid in it, the crystal flask, and he returns out here and he does a comparison of the liquid he has in the flask with the stuff in the fountain.
Yep, so are you using that candle to light, or are you...
Yeah, look, I'll illuminate what I'm doing so I can see what I'm doing. Why not?
Right, so you're holding that candle up and you're looking at this flask and looking down, and you notice that the liquid in the fountain is gone, it's dry again.
I put the candle under the statue, see, because it says let there be fire. I wonder if this will work.
So you hold the candle out underneath the statue and nothing happens.
Alright then, he thinks. Well, that'll do me for now. I'll let somebody else go next.
Alright, Franz.
Franz is going to collect his wooden stakes.
Even the one holding it up against the wall?
No, I'll leave that one there.
Okay.
Just in case he comes back again.
So you gather one stake then?
One stake.
Yep, not a problem.
Then I would like to walk out this way.
Yep, not a problem. Next is going to be Sophie.
She's going to grab onto Meepo and pull out of the room with her.
Yep. Just the 20 feet?
And she's also going to point to the north of where she ends up, and she's going to say, "Don't walk over there, right? Because there's a trap. And you're going to get squished."
Indeed, Sebastian.
I'm going to head over to the trap again.
Okay.
Okay, was it perception or what was it?
Perception will do. The DC is 20, don't forget. Nope, you can't find any evidence of the trap whatsoever.
Yeah, throw my hands in exasperation.
Thormagast.
He'll find a torch and get some more of that red liquid out of the statue, see if it comes forth, and compare it to what's in his vial.
Yep, so using a torch, just make sure you light that up on your thing, please. You hold the torch under the dragon, and the red liquid starts pouring out of its mouth, filling the fountain again. Woo, we're at 21 viewers.
Is it the same liquid that's in the crystal flask?
It looks like it's a darker red than what's in the flask. We should do a quick vote in Twitch chat. We're going to do a giveaway. We can either do a t-shirt or a mug. Shout out what you would like me to give away in the chat. T-shirt or mug?
Which T-shirt is it?
I'm thinking the Lord Jeebus T-shirt.
Hell
Since
yeah.
he made that big donation tonight. And no, this is not going to be using the prize wheel. This is going to be either a mug or a T-shirt. Definitively. And I will actually also let the players who are playing buy raffle tickets for this as well.
Whee!
I'm seeing 2 for T-shirt.
And they're both players.
And they're both players. Anyone else? Mr. Smith would prefer the T-shirt. Alright, that's enough. It's a T-shirt. Alright, now the way the raffles are going to work on this is it will be open for 30 minutes. You will be winning a Lord Jeebus T-shirt from my merch store. It won't cost you anything. Tickets are 100 gold coins. You can have a maximum of 5 tickets. And any subscribers who purchase a ticket get a bonus ticket on top. Here we go. And I need to actually buy the T-shirt first, so I will do that now. And then we'll continue the game. Log in, PayPal. It's the first time I've given one of these away, so thank you for the follow. Just need to purchase the T-shirt and then it will be good to give away. PayPal balance. How very unusual. Bear with me a moment, everyone, while I get that happening. Apparently my internet's going slow this evening. Yeah, no, that should be fine. Great, the timer has just started. It'll pop up in chat with what you can do. Feel free to buy those raffle tickets. Whew, wow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets already done. Excellent. All right, let's get back to the game. It'll keep popping up in chat. The other way to earn gold coins, watch, follow, subscribe. Bits will earn you gold coins. Any donations tonight will go towards saving Midnight's dog, Maddie. She needs an operation, so they will also earn you coins. Even if you do it on GoFundMe, just message me. I'll make that happen so that you can buy more raffle tickets for the T-shirt giveaway. Let's get back to the game. Thormagast, you're up. It is a different color potion. The potion is different, like a lighter color than what's in the fountain.
Okay, then I'll come up next to Sebastian here and say, have you managed to spot where those blades come from? And he peers himself to see if he can find out where they are.
Roll a perception check for me, Thormagast.
Ooh.
So close, but no. Franz.
Okay. Franz is going to walk forward. And
Remember the angry walls.
He's going to say, maybe if I just do this, he's going to try and leap across the area as quickly as possible.
Okay.
One big leap, avoiding the floor.
You leap through and the blade slices out, but it misses you.
That was close. Not today, Vols. Yeah. And that's my turn.
Yep. Don't you hate when you're trying to change the masking and the map gets moved? Sophie.
She's going to step forward and she's gonna like nudge Sebastian. Do you think you can disarm it?
Well, I do have these tools, but I
Well,
need to
Sebastian, you
find
can
the
roll
trigger.
your perception with advantage this time because you just saw it. Gives you a much better idea of where it is. Nice. Yes, you can actually see where the blade comes out and figure you could probably jam it.
So I haven't found the trigger yet.
No, but you can see where the blade comes out and a way of possibly disarming it.
Okay, so would I have to sacrifice something in the inventory for that?
Sophie is going to assist him when he does his disarming because she has Thieves' Tools proficiency, so he'll get advantage. She'll...
Okay, yep.
I also need still proficiency.
Excellent, excellent. So,
Quadruple advantage. Make it happen first. Quadruple advantage.
No, you'll just get advantage again. Roll your Thieves' Tools skill with advantage. That wasn't advantageous. That was only slightly better. So you've wedged a piece of your tools into the groove where the blade springs out from.
I have 10 pittons.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to use
So
one of
that-
the pittons instead?
Yes.
Okay, so using your Thieves' Tools, we'll just say that's using it as part of it, right? You've put a piton in the slot. Thormagast.
Good work, Sebastian. My faith is in you as he walks through.
Not a good idea, but alright.
He walks through. Bear with me. Bloody dice tower's covered by the map. Better fix that. So I can use it. Okay. There's a loud clanging noise as the blade hits the piton. The blade does not come out. From there, you can see to the north of you, there is a hallway with doors on either side. The doors look like cell doors, like for a jail or a prison. Franz.
Okay, well, good work, Slinky boy. I say the word Sebastian, and then I'm gonna walk up and peek into one of the cells.
Yep, so you head to the north, and I'll just reveal a whole heap more for you. And you peek in, and within the cell... So this there are 6 cell doors that are open. They're all slightly ajar. The area does smell a bit musky. When you peer into it, you actually disturb a giant rat who turns around looking at you with its whiskers twitching.
Oh, hey, little buddy.
Not so little, it's about the size of a dog.
Yeah, no. Fred is trying to make him feel a little smaller. He's gonna go, sorry to interrupt. He's just gonna back up a little bit.
Yep, no problem.
And I'll gesture to everyone else that there's something in there.
Yep. The rat comes barreling out towards you, squeaking angrily. Apparently not liking being disturbed. And it bites at you. Rolling terribly.
Bad puppy.
Sophie.
Sophie's a little confused as to what the hell is going on. But, sorry. My cat just decided to rub against my mouth and put preferred.
It heard rats. Giant rats.
Yeah. She's gonna go ahead and try to hit it with a frostbite spell.
Okay, yep. Bam, good roll.
Rat.
Oh,
so she
sorry.
missed.
The
Yeah.
rat saved. Sorry. Whoosh. Here I was thinking that was an attack roll. Yes, no. The rat saved against it. So it doesn't take damage, does it? Because it's a cantrip.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. Sebastian.
So where's the rat?
Just north of France. It says G
Ned.
for giant rat.
I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll close the map, resend it.
Resending. You see it now?
Yes, big G.
Okay,
Yep.
Yep. 12 tickets to win the Lord Jeebus t-shirt have been purchased.
Guess
So you
I'm
run
gonna-
you run across, there's no more noise from the trap. It appears
Yep,
that you
gonna
did
run forward.
successfully disable it. Yeah.
Run forward and stab at it with the Chikudia.
Yep. And there goes my other alarm for my final medication of the evening.
I don't stab at it because I rolled a 3, but it's not coming through.
Seems you're having a little bit of lag.
Don't know why that is.
Try rolling on it again.
It's gonna come through sooner or later.
Yeah, just try it again. We'll roll with the first one that shows up.
Okay, I rolled a 12 there, and it's not showing up either.
Alright, that's really weird. On Giant
Like-
Rat 4. Try disconnecting and reconnecting. That'll give me time to go and take my last tablet for the evening. And be right back.
Okay, this is a bit of a problem.
What is?
So apparently, there's a user in the game that already has that name.
But
So I guess
that's
first has to force quit my character.
try it again, because your character just disappeared off the tracker.
Alright, I'm back. And medicated. So Elder has reconnected. You need the map again?
Should be able to. You get a double.
Well, I
portrait.
forced it on you anyway.
No.
Yeah. 19 minutes and 25 seconds left for the raffle. Type in chat, guys. You earn more gold coins by actually chatting.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why it's taking. Or why it's doing this.
No, it's
Like,
really weird. Can
Discord's
someone
got-
else just roll an attack roll on that rat for me, please?
Because Discord's got perfect green bars and everything.
Yeah, that one just came through from Sophie, so... Odd. Try just rolling the attack roll into the chat for me instead of on the rat.
Me?
No.
Oh,
Well, you know what?
I'll try on the rat again then, see if it's working now.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's working now.
Okay, well, you've hit the rat.
Okay, so sneak attack or no?
Yeah, you're eligible for it, is the word I was after.
Just making sure.
Yep. Gosh, I'm gonna end up fat eating all these Tim Tams. And you've killed it. No question about it. It's dead.
Woo.
Make a perception check for me while you're there, please, Sebastian. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Magic Surge going off.
hey, second time tonight.
Cast a sub the same spell effect as targets. Boo.
Reroll.
Rerolling.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. I think I'm
Uh,
already unconscious at this point.
At the start of your turn. It's not the start of your turn.
Right, any heal ends this condition.
It
I
lasts
think
for-
everyone.
We have no spells, and that lasts for a minute. That's 10. That's
That-
50
that's-
points.
I
of
would
damage.
suggest prayer.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
God.
dearie me. So that's
Yeah, I'm just gonna like.
one
lie
wild magic
down.
surge down. Okay. So Thormagast. Yep, here we go. Someone just purchased something.
To my west, is that a door?
Magic health potion for Sebastian. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
And I apologize. Yes, that is a door. I apologize for not having unmasked that a little bit better.
I'm sorry to the god that gave me the death curse.
Thormagast will go to the door and then push it open.
Okay, when you push that door open, there is an empty chamber. There's rat droppings on the floor, there's flagstones that are a bit crumbled, and there are some stains on the floor. Can you roll a perception check for me, please, Thormagast? Nice. You notice that there are tracks in the dust. Some of the tracks were made by rats and some by humanoids. Can you roll a survival check as well, please, Thormagast? Smashing them. Alright, so you notice that the rat tracks are very recent, maybe a day old, and the humanoid tracks are almost a month old, and appear to be made by 3 or 4 human-sized humanoids moving across the area to the north.
Fellows, I believe the party we seek has travelled through the room here.
Ah, wonderful. Good spotting, Herr Clerk.
And Thormy's done.
Okie dokie, Franz.
I will head back in this direction, yeah?
Yep, just the 15 feet.
And then I will... it's slightly outside my purview. Alright, I'll just stack up at the door.
Okie dokie.
And wait for everyone else.
Great, Sophie. You can clearly see the trap is disabled, by the way, Sophie.
Yeah. She's gonna carefully walk Meepo in.
Mm-hmm, Meepo will follow.
And darn it, she doesn't want to walk in any of the rooms, so she's gonna stay right here where she can blast anything that comes in from that room or the hallway. It's
Not a problem, Sebastian.
Clutching my chest from feeling some strange, god-awful thing happening to me for a second now.
Yeah,
I'm
it
going
disappeared
to,
once that magic health potion just, appeared and you drank it.
Heart attack health potion. Okay, I'm going to
Just
follow
I'm all good.
compatriots.
Okay. Just stacking up on the door?
I can head inside if they want. Shall I move in?
If you want, I can go first. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's go in. Why not?
Go for it.
Kick the door down.
Oh, the door's already been opened.
Kick the door as I go past.
And so there's the actual description for it for you. There is that door to the north.
Stains is such a broad descriptive term.
It is, but you can't tell what they are.
Okay.
Well, Thormagast is keen to get on the trail of this party, so he moves across the room and pushes open that door.
Okay. pushing open the door. You're holding a torch, I believe, yes?
Actually, he had a candle before. Now he's got a light spell which he can cast on his mace from time to time, as needed as a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, isn't it? You can cast it whenever the hell you want, really.
Yeah, so he can get a cantrip on his
Yeah,
mace.
so you can see reflections of what appear to be sharp little things on the floor. You get the feeling you'd be able to move through them if you moved slowly and carefully. But they are spiky and they look sharp.
Do they resemble? He reaches out with his
He
mace.
recognises they're
And,
caltrops.
oh, there are caltrops on the ground here.
The other thing is, I'll read the whole description. This 10-foot wide hall is liberally strewn with sharp caltrops. On the northern wall, passage to the room beyond is partially blocked by a roughly mortared 3-foot high wall, complete with crenellations. This is that wall. It's 3 foot high.
So can we?
And so, like at the other end, you can climb out onto a platform at the other end.
Or maybe it's the same height as the floor in this room. There's just a wall there. You can't tell. All good? Any questions?
I'm not quite sure I understand. So there's a
Okay,
room
so
I can
in
see-
this room in front of you, right, where the caltrops are, behind where the caltrops are is a 3.5 foot tall wall with crenellations. Then there's space behind that wall. So the wall
Gotcha.
doesn't go to the ceiling, it only goes 3.5 foot tall.
I understand.
Okay.
Quite short.
Or 3 foot high, I should say, not 3.5, just 3 foot. It is quite short.
Looks like a crenellation, so it's like a fortress wall at the top.
Yes.
How strange.
Bunny, how tall's your character?
Leave me alone.
She's taller than 3 feet.
Okay,
Yes,
just double checking.
She'd be closer to 4.5, I'd imagine. Maybe a bit over that.
You need one of them. Do you want it now?
Yes. Thank you. Thought I had one more medication they put me on. So many tablets every day. Thank you. Alright, so Thormagast, what are you doing?
I examined the room carefully. These caltrops on the floor, the tracks I saw before. Do I notice them on the
They
floor
led
here?
into this room, but you can't really tell.
Any signs of blood near any of the caltrops?
There are darker patches in the stains on the floor, and none of them seem terribly recent.
Well, you know, Lathander taught us all to be brave, he says, and he carefully moves into the room towards the crenellations.
So if you treat it like it's difficult terrain, you'll be safe.
So he'll do that, and he'll only go 10 feet for now.
Yeah. So sort of shuffling your feet and like making sure you're not treading on them. Can you also make a perception check for me, Thormagast? Very nice. Very nice. You think you hear like footsteps or something moving past the wall to your north.
I try and wave to the others that something must be there.
As you're doing that, I'm going to go. Ta-da! Oof! Nope. You do notice a goblin lean over the parapet and fire an arrow at you with its short bow. Oof! Which strikes you.
Ugh! Goblins!
Oh!
Oh!
Thormagast falls down a heap of caltrops, like on top of the caltrops. Franz, all you hear is Thormagast yell out in pain, and then the clanking of his armor and his weapons falling to the floor.
I knew I should have gone first. This is my fault. Coming
When you get to the door, you see the caltrops as the light from Thormagast's hammer fades away. The room gets darker, but thankfully you're carrying a torch.
Yes, I am. So, I look at Falmagast, I look at the goblin, I look at the caltrops. I would like to pull out my hand axe and throw it at the gobbo.
Okay, so he's behind cover.
How much cover?
Well, pretty much he has to tippy toe to be able to and hold his bow sideways to fire it over the wall at you. So not full cover, but you're gonna do it at -5.
How far is that? That's 15. I've moved 15, correct?
Correct. And before you do anything, magical health potion appears in front of Thormagast and pours itself into his mouth.
Blessed be Lathander. And
So if you want
his
to,
saints. Her
drop that-
saints.
yep.
Alright, I'm gonna rage and run through the spikes. Seeing my friend going down, I am incredibly angry.
Okay, yep.
Franz yells, "You little shit!" And he's just gonna fucking bolt it across the spikes.
Okay, so bear with me. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Bear with me a moment. And who are we doing this with? We're doing this with Franz. 1.
Oh,
Which you succeed.
oh, good.
2.
Now
Which
this
you
is
fail.
whoa! Isn't a part of barbarians that I get advantage on dex checks that I can see?
Is it?
Unless that's level 2.
Well, check your abilities.
Oh, it might be level 2. Hold on.
Well, have you turned rage on?
Yeah, I have.
No, you
Oh wait,
haven't.
no, I haven't. I haven't clicked it. Sorry. New to this.
Okay, alright, so put rage on, yep. Now. That's not what I wanted. Nope.
No, okay, never mind. It must be
So-
level 2.
You fail that one.
Yeah, danger sense.
So that's 2. 3. 4. These. Did that last one apply damage? Oh, you've resisted them. How about that?
Yeah, because that's rage. That's
yeah,
rage.
yeah,
for
yeah,
you,
yeah. Well,
buddy.
there you go. So you're treading on the caltrops. They're sharp, they're pointy, but it doesn't seem to affect you too badly. And just for the sake of my sanity, I had to apply all those caltrops to the combat tracker, but I'm going to delete almost all of them because there's like 5 trillion goddamn things in my combat tracker.
Ooh, can we attack caltrops?
Well, not really, but you might be able to do something else with them. That's better. Alright,
And I don't think I can get there with my movement, but I'm gonna start to attempt to climb that wall.
well, it's only 3 feet tall.
But I think that's a full 30 from back there.
Yeah, but you're within range. You just do a -2 for cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'll swing it in with my falchion.
Yep, go for it. -2 to that attack roll. Oh,
Oh no!
you didn't do the -2 either. That's alright, don't stress, you missed anyway. It's all good. Sophie, you've heard battle coming from that room.
She's like, uh-oh, Meepo, let's go. He's like, Old Yeller. Just kidding. He's gonna run over to here.
So Meepo keeps up with you, no problem, and I need to, just to make things easier for myself, remask all of that and that, and alter the stream a little bit. So Sophie, yeah, you've run from there. You can see this goblin head sticking up just over the edge of that wall.
Okay, she's gonna channel her magic and she's going to go for a firebolt this time.
Okay, not a problem. Have we had a nat 20 or a nat 1 yet?
Nope.
Wow.
I got close with the 2.
Remember the last game it was just nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. Anyway, nice. You've hit him with the firebolt. You've got a spell sniper, don't you?
No.
Why did
No,
I
dice.
think you had that? No, it doesn't matter.
I have a what is it? Inspiring leader is what.
Yeah. Even if you'd applied that -2 for his cover, you would have hit him anyway, so we'll just allow that and move on.
Nice.
Nice. Another goblin appears at the wall, and using a scimitar, it reaches over and slashes at the top half of you there, Franz.
Ah! Fuck,
Slashing you
good.
savagely.
Good rolls.
Sebastian.
I'm gonna move up to the door.
Yep.
Now, if I was to throw a bag of ball bearings over to their side, would that work?
Possibly.
Can I attempt that?
You certainly can. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
How would I attempt that?
Well, I imagine, like, you've got a little pouch of them, right?
Yes, a bag of ball bearings.
Maybe open the pouch and then throw the entire pouch.
Yep.
It's probably the easiest way, I mean, that I can think of. If anyone else has a suggestion, please say so now before we take an action. Let's have a look at
guess
this
I'll-
giveaway. Oh, and I also need to say giveaways are not endorsed or sponsored by Twitch. I forgot to say that earlier. This is all on me. Less than 1 minute left before we pick the winner for the Lord Jeebus t-shirt raffle. If you have not bought a ticket, 50 seconds left.
Oh my god.
Time flies, doesn't it? But we've sold a few tickets. What's that? 13 tickets, which is awesome. Now, you're throwing these ball bearings. I'll get you to roll a dexterity dexterity check. It's probably the easiest way to do this. And you're just aiming for anywhere over that wall, yeah?
Yeah, it covers a a square foot area that is 10 feet on a side.
Okay, so basically the entire visible area, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you've rolled fairly high. Yeah, that lands in the center and bursts open. The ball bearings are all over just one of these.
So basically, if they move in that area, they have to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or
Yep.
fall prone.
Yep, we'll get to that in a moment. So yes, you've thrown the ball bearings over.
That would be my action, so I guess I try to slowly move up as well.
Yep, how far did you move already? Like 10 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's about 30.
Yep, so remember if you move at half pace, you won't take damage from the caltrops.
So that's 15 feet movement.
Yep. Great, not a problem. Thormagast, picking yourself up off the floor. Find yourself healed a little bit. Most of the pain's gone.
Yes, seeking the vengeance of Lathander on these evil little darkness creatures.
Yep.
He goes, "Creatures of the darkness, feel the light!" He calls out, and he casts Sacred Flame.
Okay, go for it. Oh, the goblin saves against it.
Bastard little thing. Alright, that'll do him.
Goblin 1 is going to retreat back. Now, he needs to make a... Was it a dex save?
DC 10 dex.
And boy, does he make that. He steps back. Now, given that there's a 3-foot wall between you and the goblin is like only as tall as the wall, I don't think there should be an attack of opportunity because you
But-
can't lunge at him.
Can I argue that I should because I specifically took a feat that says I can take attacks of opportunity when it's what is it?
When it disengages.
Yeah. I've taken a feat that is specifically designed for opportunity attacks.
Yeah, you know what? Just go for it. Yep.
Thank you.
All good.
Also, I'm very angry at the moment.
Yeah, you're raging and the wall's not going to stop you. Yep, let's go with it. Nice, you've hit him with the falchion.
And he screams, "You killed my friend!"
Nice, and he has killed the goblin. The goblin falls over and ball bearings scatter.
Franz is gonna jump up on top of the wall.
Yep. Which is
And he-
just like a step for him. Well, actually, Franz is really short, isn't he?
5'9", 5'8".
Okay, yep, just really skinny. Yep. So getting up there is really not that hard.
And he's gonna hack down with both hands on his falchion towards the goblin's head,
Okay.
screaming, "You killed my friend!"
And he misses that time.
Okay, that's fine. He's too angry to hit.
Okay. Meepo steps up to the doorway holding a sling in his hand and he starts spinning it and he releases a rock at the goblin. You take dragon. Unfortunately, he misses. Sophie.
Hello.
Hello.
She's going to now target goblin number 14, and this time she's going to opt to use ice instead of fire.
Okay. It fails to save.
Yes.
Damage. Nice. So
And,
the goblin gets noticeable little like frosting on his skin and clothing.
Well done.
Anything else there,
She's like,
Sophie?
let's go! And that's the end of her turn.
Great. The goblin's shivering uncontrollably and from the cold and will make his dex saving throw at disadvantage, but still succeeds to stand up and swing the scimitar at Franz.
Whew.
Missing. The goblin then tries to beat a hasty retreat around the corner. Franz, you've already made one reaction. This round, you
But I've had my
only
chance.
get
Isn't
one reaction per round.
But doesn't it recharge when it's my turn? Because
That's a good question. Does it?
isn't it one turn based on me, not? Because how do you define when a round's
Yeah,
done?
no, I'll go with that. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I can see in the combat tracker when it ends. But no, you're correct. We'll roll with that. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
And yeah, it makes sense that it would be based on you. And you've hit him with the falchion as he turns to run. The ball bearings not affecting him.
Just cleaving him down the back.
Nice, you've felled the goblin.
And he screams again, "You killed my friend! I still hear his voice!"
Okay, so you're standing on the wall. Now we're going to do the t-shirt before we go any further. The timer has finished. You can no longer enter the raffle. We have Elder Legend who has purchased 5 tickets. We have Sergeant Jeebus who has purchased 1 ticket. Mr. Smith has 3 tickets and Calais has 3 tickets. This is going to randomly pick someone to win the shirt. I expect photos on Discord, guys. Seriously.
Come on, Jeebus.
Pick winner. It's Mr. Smith.
Hey! I can't clap and hold the talk button at the same time.
Well done, Mr. Smith. You will be sent a link, I believe. And I'm going to complete that giveaway. Mr. Smith, click that link and well done indeed. You're very deserving of it, given that he has been my longest and most faithful subscriber since I started streaming. So thank you very much. Now, in this case, unlike the dice you've also won previously, this is not sent by me. This is sent by Streamlabs. I've just paid for it. Okay, so I can't send you another certificate with this one, but t-shirt, awesome. And on that note, I need to make a Mr. Smith deity shirt as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do we associate with Mr. Smith?
Well, before Jeebus became the number one deity for redeeming things for players, it was Mr. Smith by a long shot.
So
Also, Mr. Smith has been buying you guys stuff tonight.
Okay, so then we have is it just someone force feeding a potion as the deity of Mr. Smith?
Possibly. I'm keeping that vague deliberately. When you rewatch the stream, you'll probably figure it out. Alright, so we have a room full of caltrops. We have a room full of ball bearings. We have 2 dead goblins. Sebastian,
Can
you're
I
up.
try to gather up the caltrops?
You certainly can. You can gather 10 of them. And you can get that just out of the items.
It's like 10
Menu.
items worth or just 1 item's worth?
Well, how many does it say you get when you search for caltrops in items? Caltrop.
20.
Alright, we'll take 20 then. That's fine. It's a whole room full of them, so you can grab 20. That's not a problem.
And now we
Which
go
is
to
enough
ice
to make the
skating.
room enough to walk through without having to worry about treading on them.
Yep.
That's not a
Now
problem
go
at
ice
all.
skating in the 10-foot square.
So, jump over. Make a DC 10 dex save.
No, I want to go ice skating.
Oh, you want to do it deliberately?
So
Make a
accept
dex save.
Performance.
No, dex save. Let's see this. Nice, you can skate wherever you wish in the room.
I skate very well.
Now hold on a moment. Hold on a
that
moment.
wasn't given by you, so I'll accept that not being the 20.
Anyone who rolls the next nat 20 or 1. Wild Magic Surge.
Oh no. Instant death.
What happens for my ice skating?
You cast Levitate on yourself.
I start levitating.
You're
on-
skating so smoothly, you're just catching air now, right?
My God.
Oh dear. Okay, so you're levitating. Now, the room that you've entered, the door beside you is shut. The floor is filthy. There are stains on the walls and shabby hides and the fire pit. And you can see that for years, this room has been at the hands of creatures unconcerned with hygiene, namely goblins. On the eastern side of the southern wall is the wall you're at with the crenellations, and then of course there is the door. So, with that, I'm going to end the game there. I'll move everyone up into this room where the fire is. Given that,
does that nat 20 count for bets?
does that count for bets? Yes, it absolutely bloody does.
go.
Closing
See.
betting and nat 21 gold coins are distributed amongst the winners. 80% of people voted for nat 20. Yay! So if you type exclamation mark points into Twitch chat, you will see how many you have. Alternatively, you can go to the gold coin shop. The link's below the video, and it'll tell you how many gold coins you have once you log into there as well. Also, just so you understand how it works, every 10 minutes that you're watching, you earn 2 gold coins. Every 10 minutes that you're active in chat, you earn an extra 4, which will give you 6 per 10 minutes. You can run heists, you can do the gambling, you can there's several ways you can increase your gold coins for free. You have the option, of course, of donating, and any donations that happen tonight are going towards saving Midnight's dog. It's not going to me. It is all going to Saving Midnight's dog tonight. We have so far raised basically $100 Australian from Jeebus, as well as where is it? GoFundMe. Let's have a look. Just refreshing it. We've also got $220 on GoFundMe tonight as well, which is awesome. That is really going to help a very good friend of ours and regular player of ours out. It really sucks when something happens to your pets. We've all been through it. We know what it's like. Having said that, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. We've been live for 3 hours, just a little bit over. This will go up on YouTube tomorrow. YouTube.com/Furzazad. We are looking for 2 more players, one for tonight's games and one for Sunday's games in the very near future. There will be tryouts. There will be fun times. You will be judged harshly. Not really that harshly, but if you want to play with us, it won't cost you anything. The software is free for you. You just need to jump on Discord, register your interest with us, have a chat. Having said that, I didn't do my traditional spamming of the chatbot for my sponsors. So GameTileWarehouse.com. If you need kick-ass maps, GameTileWarehouse.com. Even if you don't need maps, go and check them out. If you haven't checked them out already, they're fucking amazing. There's no other way to put it. Chris does an amazing job. FantasyGroundsCollege.net. If you wish to learn how to roleplay, how to DM, how to play, how to use Fantasy Grounds, go there. They're amazing. They're sensational. They taught me probably, I would say, close to half of what I know about how to use Fantasy Grounds. I figured most of it out the hard way before learning about Fantasy Grounds College. Leroon at Fantasy Grounds College is a huge help. He will help you. Again, all free. And lastly, if you're after more Twitch streams for role-playing, not just with Fantasy Grounds, but role-playing in general, the Heroes Wanted group, there's a link underneath my video. There's a whole heap of guys in there. They are really cool. They do role-playing of different games. Some of them will use Roll20, some will use Fantasy Grounds, some will do just webcam setup. Check them out as well. They're pretty cool. Having said that, I'm going to end the stream. We'll be on Discord to have a chat. If you want to come and have a chat, come and have a chat. We'll see you there. Thank you very much.